Hello, chosen black sheep, welcome. I'm so grateful you could join me. Today you're in for a real treat because I am going to share a poem that has tremendous sentimental value to me, and its message is one that resonates deeply within me. So here is The Race by Dr. D.H. Groberg. Whenever I start to hang my head in front of failure's face, my downward fall is broken by the memory of a race. A children's race. Young boys, young men. How I remember well. Excitement, sure, but also fear. It wasn't hard to tell. They all lined up so full of hope, each thought to win that race or tie for first, or if not that, at least take second place. Their parents watched from off the side, each cheering for their son, and each boy hoped to show his folks that he would be the one. The whistle blew and off they flew like chariots of fire. To win, to be the hero there, was each young boy's desire. One boy in particular, whose dad was in the crowd, was running in the lead and thought, "My dad will be so proud." But as he speeded down the field and crossed a shallow dip, the little boy who thought to win lost his step and slipped. Trying hard to catch himself, his hands flew out to brace, and mid the laughter of the crowd, he fell flat on his face. So down he fell, and with him hope. He couldn't win it now. Embarrassed, sad, he only wished to disappear somehow. But as he fell, his dad stood up and showed his anxious face, which to the boy so clearly said, "Get up and win the race." He quickly rose, no damage done, behind a bit, that's all, and ran with all his mind and might to make up for his fall. So anxious to restore himself, to catch up and to win, his mind went faster than his legs. He slipped and fell again. He wished that he had quit before with only one disgrace. "I'm hopeless as a runner now. I shouldn't try to race." But in the laughing crowd he searched and found his father's face, that steady look which said again, "Get up and win the race." So up he jumped to try again, 10 yards behind the last. "If I'm to gain those yards," he thought, "I've got to move real fast." Exerting everything he had, he regained 8 or 10, but trying so hard to catch the lead, he slipped and fell again. Defeat! He lay there silently, a tear dropped from his eye. There's no sense running anymore. 3 strikes, I'm out. Why try? The will to rise had disappeared. All hope had fled away, so far behind, so error-prone, a loser all the way. "I've lost, so what's the use?" he thought. "I'll live with my disgrace." But then he thought about his dad, who soon he'd have to face. "Get up," an echo sounded low. "Get up and take your place. You were not meant for failure here. Get up and win the race." With borrowed will, "Get up," it said. "You haven't lost at all. For winning is no more than this, to rise each time you fall." So up he rose to run once more, and with a new commit, he resolved that win or lose, at least he wouldn't quit. So far behind the others now, the most he'd ever been. Still, he gave it all he had, and ran as though to win. 3 times he'd fallen, stumbling. 3 times he rose again, too far behind to hope to win. He still ran to the end. They cheered the winning runner as he crossed the line first place, head high and proud and happy, no falling, no disgrace. But when the fallen youngster crossed the line last place, the crowd gave him the greater cheer for finishing the race. And even though he came in last with head bowed low, unproud, you would have thought he'd won the race to listen to the crowd. And to his dad he sadly said, "I didn't do so well." "To me, you won," his father said. "You rose each time you fell." And now, when things seem dark and hard and difficult to face, the memory of that little boy helps me in my race. For all of life is like that race, with ups and downs and all you have to do to win is rise each time you fall. "Quit! Give up, you're beaten!" they still shout in my face, but another voice within me says, "Get up and win the race." Chosen black sheep. We all have fallen, from time to time, we all have felt alone. But each time we listen to the voice of "I am inside," who's telling us to get up and keep going. And every time we muster enough courage to rise again and keep going, in God's eyes, we have won the race. Every time we listen to the inner "I am," who is the enlightened, awakened mind of Christ within us, we have won the race. All you have to do to win is rise each time you fall. Now get up and win that race. And remember, I love you. Until next time.